We know nothing.
Yeah, we're Jon Snow. Hello everybody, I'm G.
Hello.
Welcome to our reaction channel. We're finishing up The Rings of Power. We're on episode 8. Alloyed. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to our full-length reaction to this episode, you can find out on my Patreon. Linked in the description box. Right on cue, mama. What happened what did happen? Last episode, I think we were dealing with the aftermath of the volcano.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Muriel, she lost her
Yeah.
sight. And they're taking, what's his name? Halbrand to find some, like, medicine. Health medicine. And there's one creepy witch ladies.
Yeah.
Burned up Nori's camp. So that's
And they're after the one dude that
whose
has
name we
no
don't
name.
know. Yeah, the Southlands are now officially Mordor. Okay, but can I just say, like, how stupid Nori is? She's so naive.
I know.
Like, why does she think it's a good idea? These people she doesn't even know to, like, step out of her hiding place and, like, give him away. Like, I know she wanted to help her friend, but
like,
girl,
I think he could take care of himself.
I know. Like, girl, how stupid are you? I know she didn't know they were gonna do that.
I know.
But, like, I don't know. She's just sometimes
like,
so
does she really think that, like, they're stupid? Like, they're tracking him. Like, they know where he is.
I don't know.
Like,
girl, she just did hit him. Like, you don't know who these people are. And yeah, he can handle himself. Like, he'll be fine.
yeah.
I'm assuming. So yeah, I don't know. I like Nori, but sometimes she could just be.
Yeah.
It's just naive.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go on.
She won't be alone.
Yeah, let's go. Powerfoots, let's go. Is he dreaming? Because she looks different.
Yeah, it's not Nori. It's one of those women.
Oh.
I bet.
Yeah, that creepy looking one. Can y'all explain who you are? Because we don't even know who you are. And you kind of lose your impact.
Well, we come to serve you.
Oh, is he Sauron? Did I not? I could have sworn I said something to that extent at the beginning. But I didn't really give it much thought. I think I made a quick comment. And then I was more convinced that he was like a young Gandalf or something. But I could have sworn I made a comment that he was maybe Sauron.
You probably did.
Or they think he's Sauron and he's not. Oh, we don't know.
I don't know.
He don't seem like Sauron. He didn't put a picture in my head when I thought of Sauron. Hey, Halbrand, keep up. Don't fall off your horse, okay? Because I really don't want to have to get down and pick you up. That'd be such an inconvenience.
How was it you were here?
Long story.
How is it you are here?
Long story.
The Celebrimbor. He's not here, is he?
He's like, oh wow, that's so sweet.
As a matter of fact, he is.
I'm Celebrimbor.
What do you plan to use them for?
Rings.
Feanor's jewel craft managed to capture the essence of Valinor.
I don't know.
He would place all that power upon the brow of one being.
Not just any one being High King. You.
Should make you happy.
You are the High King after all.
Perilous are these whisperings.
Sometimes the perilous path is the only path. I would not be standing here otherwise.
You should not be standing here at all.
Ouch.
High King.
Soon the last
It's either
will
do this or give up. What do you want?
I know.
Leave these shores, so shall we.
Oh, they just want to leave.
Oh.
Not of strength, but of spirit. Not of the flesh, but over flesh.
Yeah, someone said that to her before. She heard that before.
The unseen.
Was it
What?
Adar?
I don't remember.
What does it matter? It's over.
I guess we need to pay more attention.
I know, but I think because like I said, I read in the history that at one point you worked with Sauron, but I don't know like when this is supposed to take place.
She's in love. Oh.
I need royal
No.
lineages, bloodlines, anything you can find on the Southlands.
I should just
Our
think
records
it.
I
are
know.
limited concerning the mortal kingdoms. I shall have to scour the catacombs for that information.
Well, then get to it.
You believed in me.
You saw strength in me.
Oh, shucks, don't worry about
Pushed me
it.
to heights that no one else could have.
He's loved her.
You're right.
I will never forget that.
But it shall never be.
No.
And I'll see to it that no one else does either.
Wait, what?
He'll see to it that no one else does either.
No, what? What?
Forget that
Oh.
about her. That she helped him.
But they made that seem like it was fishy. Why did they make that sound like it was
I
fishy?
don't know. I get so
What's
confused.
going on? Is Halbrand Sauron or something?
I don't know. I'm so confused. Probably because we're talking too much. Let's just watch. When they said bind him, they really meant bind him. I thought they just meant like...
magically bind
Right, bind him. I know.
I didn't know they mean tie him up.
I know.
I know. I assumed magically.
Right, I know. Not physically.
I know.
Oh, she's gonna get caught. What's that?
I don't know. I'm not understanding this episode, like, at all.
Oh! It's him!
Is that the lady?
Oh! Well, if he's supposed to be all mighty and powerful, he should be able to stop her. Oh!
It'll only hurt but a moment.
Oh!
You ain't gonna hurt the hard part.
Like you say, is he really Gandalf?
What? I just don't know if he's Sauron. Like, Sauron's supposed to
know.
be, like, the epitome of, like, evil.
I know.
And, like, you're trying to tell me, oh, he forgot.
Shadow, you came.
Like, you're trying to tell me he forgot
To
his memories.
Shadow, I bid you return.
He is not Sauron. He is the other. The Star.
What's his star?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Gandalf the Good.
Yeah.
Is it Gandalf?
I don't know.
So I've been saying I thought it was a young Gandalf the entire
Well,
time.
because like Gandalf and Sauron, they kind of like paralleled each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was like a fine line between them, kind of. You know? Like they understood each other.
Oh, yeah.
So like one was good, one was evil.
Are you thinking of Saruman, the one?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Sauron's different. Sauron came first, and then there was Saruman. But he was like a follower of Sauron.
Shit, I don't know. I'm so confused
I know who
now.
you're thinking of, but I know who you're thinking of.
I know, I'm so confused. I don't know who the hell's who. Someone just tell us his name.
We never ever met Sauron. Like, he was never a character that, like, he was just like, we heard of him. But Saruman was the white-haired dude.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Gandalf, like, used to be buddies, and he worked for Sauron.
Oh.
So he kind of, like, became, like, the new Sauron.
Gotcha.
Aww.
Oh, it's just gonna let him die?
I don't know how to sit out his heel. Well, Nori did need to go. She needed to remind, whose name we still don't fully 100% know.
Jesus.
She needed to remind him that he is good.
Numenor is in sight.
Nah, don't say that to the queen.
She's like, I'll never see Numenor again. Excuse you. Well, she's got her fortune teller ball. Maybe
Yeah.
she could see in that.
There you go.
What is it? What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Oh yeah, because what's her face? His daughter opened the ball
What
thing.
is it?
Yeah, what is it?
What do you see?
Show us. I'm so impatient. What?
What is it?
I don't know.
What are we looking at?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Are we supposed to know?
Is it
The ships?
Is it the king statue thing?
Piece of shit out of me.
I don't. Is it because? Oh, maybe that's a symbol that he's
He's
dead.
dead?
Maybe. Maybe they're like black sails, so it's a symbol he was dead.
Oh. I don't
Crap!
know.
I don't know.
We're so
How are
horrible.
we supposed to understand the importance of it if you've given us no context to understand what you're trying to show us?
People watching our reactions are probably, God, you two are freaking idiots.
Well, you never told us what certain things are supposed to stand for. How are we supposed to know what they stand for?
Oh my
saying.
lord.
Meaning that the metals shouldn't be forced to join, but more drawn or coaxed.
Yeah, it should
Like they
be,
fall in love with each
It
other.
should be organic,
Or inside
okay?
out.
They need to want to be together. Attracted
They
to
need
each
to
other.
woo each other. These crystals have a mind of their own.
We're so bad.
Like, what is going on with how? Like, what is going on?
Like they have like weird expressions.
Sketch all of a sudden.
I
It's
know.
weird.
We're making 2.
2 crowns.
Not exactly. It'll need to be something
Rings.
smaller.
It's rings.
Come.
You
choose
gotta make
yourself.
some rings.
Yeah.
Not until you tell me who you are.
Sauron.
You know who I am.
Who you really are.
He's Sauron. I swear to God, he is. Watch him be
Well, I'm afraid I
Sauron.
don't.
Watch him be Sauron.
Oh, that's right, because she had
Southlands.
that guy go through the
The law is
archives.
broken.
There is no king of the Southland.
The last man to bear your crest died over 1,000 years ago.
Who?
Tell me your name.
Sauron. Lord
I
Sauron.
have been awake since before the breaking of the first silence.
Okay, just say
In
it.
that time,
Okay, we already know.
I have had
Just
many
say it at this point. Does he have like powers of his own?
He must.
Well, there goes any love story between these two. That's dead and gone. But
Yeah.
did I not say enemies to lovers at the very beginning? And come to find out, they're always just going to be enemies. We could be king and queen together. Let me know that's
all
not
others
happening.
look on you with doubt.
I don't. I like you. I'm in love with you.
I alone can see your greatness.
Oh, she ain't gonna fall for it. We know she ain't. Like, come on.
Not dark,
Then what?
not with you at my side. You
Oh,
told me once that we were brought together for a purpose.
but since you're not gonna be at my side, that's what makes me dark
This is it.
and
Yep.
moody. Because you
You
don't
bind
love
to the
me.
light.
And that is why I will never be at
Well,
your side.
okay, it's official. No romance between these two.
Dang nabbit.
I was alone, a young half-elven boy without friend or kin.
What are you talking about? Your dad's right in there. In the other room. I don't know what you're talking about, Elron.
Do you remember anything more yet?
Fragments.
Just say your name's Gandalf.
More has
Just
come
say
yet
it.
to
So I
discover
can
the rest.
prove that I was
And all
right.
go to Rune. In your tongue, that means wise one.
Gandalf the Wise.
Or wizard.
Oh!
No, the wizard, you did call that right away.
Everyone's like, I called it right away too. You're nothing special.
Well, for us, this show is hard to
For
understand.
us,
sometimes.
yeah, for us. It's different if y'all like know the Lord. We don't know the Lord.
Yeah, we're
So,
not.
Gotta give us some credit on that.
We know nothing.
Yeah, we're Jon Snow.
Not to mention I haven't an inkling which way to go.
Neither do I. He was hoping she did.
When in doubt, Eleanor Brandyfoot.
Follow your
Always follow
nose.
your nose.
Yeah, 'cause if something stinks, don't go near it.
Very good point. I'll take the blue one, thank you. It's the prettiest. Hey everyone, I'm home. I'm gonna go make this volcano my new house, okay? Okay, dang it. You know, is there anything more? I mean, you never know. You never know.
You know, it's one of those, even though I know we said we probably would never.
I want to know what's gonna happen.
Well, we don't have to necessarily record it if we don't want to record it.
Hold on, I gotta make notes.
You know that.
You guys, okay, let me just say this. This show it's not as good as the movies. Like, let's be honest. I mean, cool if you think it is. I'm personally, I don't think they're as good as the movies, especially the OG Lord of the Rings films.
Right.
But they've had their good moments here and there
Right.
throughout.
Right.
But overall, I kind of feel like the book goes kind of slow.
Well, because I think a lot of it is like the
Setting things up.
Yeah, and then like knowing the. I think if you're familiar with it,
It's the lore.
right? It's the lore and it's the
story.
backstories and it's the whole build up and you know.
And I literally said before we started recording, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I said this before we started recording. I don't think I'd care to watch a second season. I want to watch the stupid second season if they ever make it.
Because they left this cliffhanger.
Okay, stinking Halbrand was Sauron the entire time.
Oh my lord.
Okay, I was thinking though, it makes sense because remember our first introduction to him, he left the other people for dead.
He did.
He pulled himself away on the raft.
He did.
And I remember thinking
That's pretty selfish.
It's pretty selfish. I remember thinking he's not like Aragorn because they kind of set it up like he'd be like an Aragorn, like because Aragorn was like, you know, a long lost king to his people. You know what I mean? And they made Halbrand him. He's a long lost king to his people. And, you know, I was just thinking, oh, are they going to give us a new, like, hunky, scruffy dude who's a king, who's a long-lost king to his people?
Right, because he had the little satchel thing.
Right, but he's not Aragorn. I mean, not that he was. I mean,
he took it out with some dead body.
I mean, he's not like Aragorn. Because he's Sauron. And I remember thinking, like, that's kind of a crappy way to introduce a guy who's supposed to be, like, a hero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like,
that's true.
So selfish.
Yeah, we should have seen the red flag.
I do remember that, but I was just like, I don't really care. Who cares? Maybe he's a bad boy.
No, right? We're saying he's a bad boy. Yeah,
Maybe
he's really a bad boy.
And I think there are other signs, like when we saw his fight scene in Numenor, like he got kind of like he got like intense, and he was like stealing people's coins. Like he's pretty shifty. He was always kind of shifty. So
he's a bad boy.
He's like, yeah, you think charming bad boy.
Exactly, he had that charm.
You don't think evil. Sauron bad boy.
Right?
You don't think evil bad boy. There's a difference.
Well, they made him that way, charming. They made him a charming bad boy.
They wanted
so we
you to
fall for, yeah.
So you wouldn't like fully question it. Like you'd be like, that's sketch, but I'm not gonna worry about it.
Right.
And I did make a joke, enemies to lovers between him and Galadriel, and they're literally enemies, and she didn't even know. This was her literal enemy. She hated
the one she's been hunting.
I know, it's just kind of funny. But he kind of wanted to get together with her, though.
He did.
I think he did fall for her.
I think he wanted her by his side so they could rule and be in power together.
Right. I think he did kind of fall for her.
She's like, nope.
Even they probably just wanted her power, but I do think he kind of fell for her.
Yeah.
A little bit. I think I did. Of course, she's like, nah, dude.
No.
You're a queen.
I want to kill you.
Okay, and I was right that our stranger was for sure a wizard.
Yes.
Come on, he's so Gandalf.
He is. He has to be.
I'm good. Okay, hold on. That's what Gandalf is known as, right?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
double check. How do you spell Gandalf?
Right there.
What's he known as?
Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the White.
What's he known as?
The Ring of Power.
Is he known as good? Is that him? Like, is that how he's known as?
Pure good. I mean, that's what Gandalf is supposed to mean.
I'm just gonna see if he was known as like the good. I didn't know.
What makes him pure good?
Is he?
It's gotta be him.
Yeah, I just didn't know if he was known as like the good or
It has to be
or
him.
is he known as Gandalf the Grey? I thought he was known as Gandalf the Good. He might not
Gandalf
be.
the Grey.
He might not be. What's he known as? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what's his like title? Like Gandalf the what? Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
What's he known as?
I don't know, but he has to be. It has to be him. I'm just gonna run with it in our own little minds.
Okay, I thought for sure, but he might have been known as Gandalf the Grey, not the Good. And that's maybe the G word I was thinking of. But I feel like they were trying to set it up like he's Gandalf. You're gonna tell me he's not Gandalf? He's the only wizard we know and care about. Well, I guess there was Saruman.
Saruman's a wizard.
He's a wizard. Yeah, he's a wizard. Saruman is a wizard. Sauron he's just an evil lord.
Right.
Who might have some powers, but I don't think Halbrand is like a wizard. I think
right.
He's just
evil.
But you had Saruman, who's the white-haired wizard you were thinking of.
Right.
Who was besties with Gandalf.
Right.
And he like fell under like the spell of like Sauron. He was a follower of Sauron.
Right. Okay, that's where I was getting confused, Lordy.
I do not blame you because their names. When you were talking about him and Gandalf, I was like, oh, I think she's thinking of Sauron.
I was.
But he did take on the work of like Sauron, so it's like it's adjacent. It's not completely out of left field.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I just feel like the stranger is Gandalf.
It has to be.
Because he's like the only wizard we know and care about. Which no shit other wizards, but like what other wizards have you met other than Saruman? You know, like within the movies. Like,
right.
I think there are other wizards like in the books, but
right.
You never met them in the movie.
And there's plenty of wizards in at Hogwarts.
Harry Potter?
I was just being funny.
In this completely other universe. They got a lot of wizards.
Yeah, but they got a lot of wizards there.
A lot of wizards there.
I was just messing. Sorry.
You know,
I
imagine Gandalf at Hogwarts. He'd be a very good teacher.
I couldn't help myself on that one. Sorry.
He'd be a very good teacher.
Well, him and kind of the who was the one at Hogwarts, the old guy, the main wizard guy. They're kind.
Oh, Dumbledore.
yeah. Because they're the ones. Of course, they have them look. You know, 'cause they're wizards.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Did they model Dumbledore's look after Gandalf, or was
I
it
don't
just
know.
coincidence?
I don't know.
Because.
Or is that what you stereotypically think of when you think of a wizard?
Well, because obviously, I've never read the books, but obviously the books Lord of the Rings books, you know, came out in the 50s, or like they came out a long time ago.
Right.
So it's like, and I never read Harry Potter books either. So like, did J.K. Rowling like write Dumbledore to look that way based off of Gandalf? Or is it like, or is that just coincidental that that's how they made him look in the movies? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I literally have no idea.
Sorry to bring that into it. We were just talking wizards.
Yeah, but Gandalf would be a good teacher at Hogwarts. He'd be like, Harry, you want to go on an adventure? Okay, let's go. Come on. It's fine. We can skip school. Yeah, he'd be that kind of teacher. But I just kind of feel like he is Gandalf because like he was always friends with the hobbits.
Yep.
And this would explain how he became friends with the hobbits.
Yep.
Because Nori is the first person to like show him kindness, and she's a hobbit.
Yep.
So it just makes, and I feel like they're just making him look like him.
Yep. He is good. He even said he was good.
And Gandalf was always good. So like, who else is he supposed to be?
It has to be him.
It's gotta be Gandalf.
Okay, we're just saying it is him.
He just hasn't gotten the gray robe yet, and he just hasn't gotten the gray
he's young
hair
yet. He's young yet.
He's still younger, yeah. It's gotta be Gandalf. Because I was saying from the get-go, I was like, oh, he's a wizard. Oh, he must be. Don't tell me he's Gandalf. And now I was hoping they would confirm that, and they didn't. And now
Well, they alluded to it, I think.
They for sure confirmed he's a wizard, which we were saying the entire time.
And he says, I am good, so.
Yeah. Well, and it was pretty obvious he's a wizard, just from, like, his powers.
Right.
And, like I was saying, one of his powers reminded me of Gandalf, where he, like, talked to, like, a bird, or, like, he, like, whispered a message and, like, it flew off. I don't know. Because I remember Gandalf used to be able to talk to, like, animals, you know, and send off messages. See, okay, now honestly, I'd only want to watch the second season for Nori and this dude.
See, yeah.
I'm just gonna
and we may or may not react to it.
Right, but I just feel
depending on what's going on if it comes out.
But it's just like, I kind of just want to watch for their storyline, just to prove,
I know.
that I'm right.
Well, and now it seems like it's just going to take off and get good.
Now it feels like I know, this entire season felt slow.
Well, because they built up,
And now I feel like they're saving everything for a second season, I feel like, to be better. And I'm like, you couldn't have given us this season. Oh, we never got back with Isildur. Is he alive?
Right, exactly. See, exactly.
And I could have sworn, unless I wrote his name in wrong, or I muffed up his name when I typed it up. But when I typed in his name, the Wikipedia or whatever said that he was like he couldn't resist the ring, and he was like an ancestor to Aragorn. Which implies that he would have survived. But maybe I looked up the wrong person.
Well, no, my thing. Well, he seems like he would be that
not
type
be able to resist the ring.
His character.
He does.
My thing is, if you don't show me a dead body,
you're alive.
You're alive, and not just this show. In almost every show we have ever watched or movie or whatever,
there's no body.
If there's not a dead body, you don't show me that dead body. They're setting it up that you're alive. You can come back alive.
Okay, but hold up. So, like, going back to Halbrand for a second. Because not last, but the episode prior, when he met Adar, he, like, was mad at Adar. And Adar was like, oh, I killed Sauron. And remember, oh my god, Galadriel was like, oh, I don't believe you. Clearly he didn't kill Sauron, but, like, what happened between them? That, like, Sauron remembered who he was and he was pissed at him, but Adar didn't remember who he was, or he didn't recognize him.
Or maybe he can change his appearance.
Maybe. Well, because Adar was like, because I think he was like a father of Morgoth.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
And Morgoth turned like these people into like orc elves or like what. Like, I think he was like an elf, he turned him into like an orc. And
Right.
And Sauron was like took place after Morgoth. You know, he's like the next one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Morgoth's supposed to be dead. So I don't know what that's about.
See, that's what we would have to watch.
I don't know what that's about.
It's like one of those shows. It's not that we want to watch it, but it's like we almost need like to read up on it or something just to get more clarity.
I ended up, because in the very first episode of this season, I was very confused on like some stuff, so I kind of just looked up like a recap of the episode to get more clarity, and they mentioned, you know, Kellen Brimbor, and I was like, who's Kellen Brimbor? And when I had looked him up, it had said that he had worked with Sauron and ended up creating the rings. But he didn't know he was working with Sauron. He got kind of duped when he made the rings. And so when that started to happen, I was like, because I didn't know if that had already taken place, or if that had, I don't know. I don't know the history.
Right. Because they're going to be making a crown. We didn't know they were going to be making rings.
Right. Well, because initially when they were talking about making something, I was like, ooh, the rings. But then when they said crown, I'm like, oh, okay. So I didn't say anything. I was like, okay. But so yeah, when Halbrand started,
the title of the show.
When Halbrand started working with him, there was a thought. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know. But then when he for sure confronted God, I was like, oh, he's Sauron for sure.
Yeah.
So I kind of like had that spoiled, but only because I didn't know because I didn't know who Kellen Brimbor was. I'm like, because when they introduced him, I remember that first episode, they made it seem like he was of importance. Mm-hmm. That's why I looked him up. Well, he's of importance because he helped create the rings. That's why they kind of gave him that like entrance.
Right.
But since I don't know the history, I don't know how to be impressed.
Yeah.
And that was the thing with Isildur. They gave him like an entrance, like you're supposed to know who he is, and I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are.
Yeah, sorry, we
don't know the history.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like we never read the Lord of the Rings books.
So we needed your brother guiding us through this.
I guess my brother's a fan.
We need him to guide us through this whole season.
Yeah, but okay, and even though, going back to potential Gandalf, let me just say, again, like I was saying, it might not be impressive that we figured out he was a wizard in like episode 2, okay? But as people who have only seen the movies and have only seen the movies once, and
are not followers, have never read books.
We've never read the books, and we've only seen the movies once. You gotta give us credit that like we were calling it in like episode 2. Oh, he's a wizard. You know, you gotta give us credit for that. For people that like know the history or have like seen the movies 100 million times, maybe it's not that impressive, but for us, I think that's pretty impressive. You know, I'm like, he ain't no giant, he's a wizard. Because I remember thinking he looks like Gandalf. Mm-hmm. Like his size, like his body and stuff looks like Gandalf. He better be Gandalf. I'll be so disappointed if he's not. I'll be so disappointed if he's some random other wizard. But I feel like making a point of saying he's good.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
It's gotta be him. Anyway, that was kind of it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
We didn't even get back to like Theo and them, but I guess they were happy living wherever the heck. But they're not gonna be too happy when they find out their king is flipping Sauron. Okay, anyway, okay, we're done with this season. This will open up more time to do some other shows. We are gonna, of course, get back with Walking Dead because the last half of the very last season, I know has been out for like a couple weeks now.
Praise the Lord, so it's over.
We will be finishing up that, so don't worry.
Oh my gosh.
Just got like, I think 8 more episodes.
How long have we been doing The Walking Dead? Years?
It's been a long time. Well, because we had to take some breaks in between because like we
got caught up, right?
We got caught up, so it's made it feel like it's taken longer.
Right.
We binge watched. I think we binge reacted to the first like 9.
Whatever was out.
I think the first 9 seasons, and we waited for season 10. For this Walking Dead, and we waited for season 10 to come out on Netflix, and then season 11 had just started, and I was like, screw it, I'm not waiting for this to come out on Netflix. I'm getting AMC so we can watch it right away.
Yeah.
And that's. But then this last season, the first half came out last year in October. So it's taken forever to get through it, because then they released the second half of the episodes in February, and now it's been another break, and then they're releasing the last. So even this last season, it has really dragged. I was like, I want to get Walking Dead done so bad.
I know.
Okay. Everybody's gonna be like, geez, Mom isn't enjoying herself.
Well, I enjoyed it at first, but it just kind of, and I know they're following the comics, and once again, I don't do the comics, read them. So I just feel like it's just like veered off into just weirdness.
Yeah, those first handful of seasons of Walking Dead were so
awesome.
good. We're so good.
And I just feel like with anyway, sorry, we're deviate. It's just
now it's just gone.
Yeah. Just time to get it over with.
When are we gonna get the Rick movies? Honestly, when's that gonna happen?
I don't know.
I don't even know. Tangent. Sorry for you, Lord of the Rings fans and non-Walking Dead fans, but I figured there's probably some overlap. So heads up.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, call it good. And yeah, if you guys want to watch our full-length reaction to this episode, or if you haven't yet checked out our reactions to the Lord of the Rings films or the Hobbit films, you can find all those full links out on my Patreon, and have a beautiful day. See you guys.